Okay, so the first thing to note for this strategy is you have 1 extra quartz and 8 extra titanium for this trip, but you're lacking all of the stuff for the moon pool, and you also need the propulsion cannon. A tip beforehand: make sure that your Sea Glide has a fresh battery, so you can switch out the battery and just right before you leave. Probably a smart idea. I took note of where it was, where the mountain was before I actually started this, so I know where to go as I breach anyway. Let's see here. The first major strat change will be right after this. So after you grab the purple tablet, we are still going to make the thing that we normally make over here, the habitat. But you're actually going to enter the habitat.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
There's lots of peepers around here, so I just grab one.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Misclick, sorry. You can actually reset Sea Glide here, and this is to set something else up for later. Of course, I see moonpool fragments because this is going to be a no moonpool run.
New blueprint acquired.
I guess the first bit of time save would be the refill time of the air right there, but I don't know if that's actually considered a time save.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Some important notes of interest for this next part. Make sure that you build your new base somewhere close to a piece of shale or something that's easy to get. There's not many things that you're able to grab in this next part where you're supposed to die on survival. If you're playing hardcore, you have a tank, so you don't even have to worry about building a base here. And you can actually save yourself 2 titanium. Nickel, 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 nickel. See, like I can identify a piece of shale there.
30 seconds.
Now I can actually go looking around for nickel in this area, and also let's take a little bit of time to preload. Just a little bit. For this strat, you're going to take the hatch every time. You can just leave the tubes there. And since you respawn in a already flooded base, you already have super sea glide. That's a minor time save. And I don't see nickel. I have terrible nickel luck. Like the rest of the community.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core.
Hello, Clippy.
During planet fall.
You sure are good, Clippy.
The volcanic rock which has formed in this area can be carbon dated to between 800 and 3,000 Earth years ago.
It's the same with this area, actually. You want to make sure that you're close to a place where there's lots of stuff. So I'm actually going to set it up in here, I think. Yeah. And for this one, you actually flood the base after you enter here, because you want to take some damage. So, since I'm actually right here, okay, whew, that's a lot. Well, I kept the kyanite, that's a good thing. Yeah, I took too much damage there. My bad. I'm not used to that strat yet. Please no Trollerino. Okay. Since I already have all the stuff I need, I can just go straight out. So that's actually convenient. Go figure, when I'm doing a test run, I actually have decent, like, RNG for stuff. The second major thing to change in the route will actually be right up here. I guess technically you could have done it beforehand, but I assume that people will not have all of their materials most of the time when they get over here. So after you enter this hallway, you're actually going to take off your oxygen tank. I didn't think this through. Okay, so you can't do that there.
Want to help you.
Almost screwed up.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg etching project terminated. Live specimen
Hello?
terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. You can tell that I don't run this category often. Okay, so after you trigger this, now that I know that I should not be able to take off the tank there, just stay up for oxygen for a little bit longer.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls.
They played alone.
Alone. They bored me.
If you guys wonder, the invisible
Now
wall
they're
is the
gone.
second time she says
Instead,
played. So when they
we
played alone
have
is when the
you.
invisible wall vanishes.
We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Detecting unusually high.
There's lots of things you can take out right here. Since this is there, and you can take it off at this point. Clearly that didn't work because why you make me a liar? Obviously I meant to put this in while it was flooding, but I'm silly and I forgot about that. Wasted a lot of time.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I will give you freely what the others tried in
Dying here
vain
doesn't really matter
to take.
because you still have everything. See? I do need to trigger this. Because I'm bad, that should have taken a lot less than 30 seconds, and you should have gone through this before you died.
With the passage you opened, my young can leave.
And you should have been able to die in the next area,
I feel the time is right.
in the life pod. So while you were making the hatching enzymes right here,
The others could not force from me.
you would have ran out of air.
I give the secret willingly.
And you should have died as soon as you got that. But I'm bad, so it's going to work the other way around for me this time. If you haven't noticed, you don't lose Super Sea Glide at all in this entire area. And you don't need to unbuild the hatch inside. I learned that the fun way. That the hatch inside, it will automatically negate itself as soon as you walk into this habitat over here on the right. So you can use the rest of your time here since you have Super Sea Glide and a little over a tank and 32 seconds worth of oxygen to go find lithium. "30 seconds.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits. Seconds.
Well, alright, so in this case I only have 15 seconds left, so I have to go back over here. Save my inventory. Since I'm going to die anyway, I'm going to just stay here. Oh right, I can do that. I forgot about that. Okay, so save your inventory. You still have Super Sea Glide, so you can get up here pretty fast. Refill your oxygen. I forgot going through hatches refills your oxygen, so that makes it a little bit better. You don't have to. You won't die there. I'll get rid of another thing in a second.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
And because I'm bad, I'm going to have to do this in a very, very bad way. I'm pretty sure I lagged out and lost that there. But I assume you guys get the point. Yeah, I didn't get it. But that's Moonpoolless. Thank you very much.